Hey, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is Donna from Tarot to do a quick read for you. We have... Okay, I don't know what happened there. It got disconnected. But anyway, so we have a little hiccup, I guess, to start off with. I don't know if that's any sign of what was to come. Maybe your life has got a lot of ups and downs going on. So I have a couple things here for you. I pulled Divine Energy Oracle card, and we pulled Raise Your Vibration. So I don't know what exactly you're going through, but it says, are you suffering from vague physical ailments, headaches, belly aches, phantom pains, or worse? Are you struggling to feel healthy and strong? Don't panic and don't interpret any physical challenges or ailments as signs of failure or weakness. Your body's complaints are simply its way of alerting you to the need to release old patterns and unexpressed feelings so that you have a clear and active physical vibration. Embrace them lovingly and thank your visible self for working so hard to properly house your spirit. Consciously choose to cast off useless feelings of depression, sorrow, or recrimination in order to retrieve your health. Your divine energy is calling you to introduce your body to a higher, more positive, healthy vibration. Through loving and healthy choices and thoughts. Your divine invitation is discipline your mind to focus on those energies that enable you to love your body and listen to it with patience and interest. If it's troubled, it's alerting to release what no longer serves you. By letting go of old patterns, you'll raise your vibration and enhance your physical and psychic vitality. Okay, so raise your vibration. So there's that. We have two postcards from Spirit that I'm supposed to pull for you, and then a fertility spell. And then I want to see, we're just going to roll and see what else we got going on. So I don't know if some of you are wanting children. Maybe that's some of the Leos that are tuning in. Maybe you want to start a family. I don't know. But it had me pull the fertility spell. So, and that's from the Wiccapedia spell deck. This right here. So it's the fertility spell is. It says basil is renowned for possessing fertility properties, and when used in fertility spells, it tends to magically charge itself, changing energies from barren to fruitful. This spell works better if both of the potential parents perform the magic. Materials are a large bunch of basil, red ribbon, 3 candles in pink, green, blue, a knife, pure basil essential oil. It says, for the ritual, it says, take the bunch of basil and tie the stalks together with the length of red ribbon. Place the basil on a work surface. Bless 3 candles, and using the knife, inscribe each one with the word fertility. Anoint the candles with the oil, situate the candles around the basil, and light each one. Repeat the following invocation 12 times. From fruitful seed we shall breed, from a sterile womb a baby soon. With the basil we give, a child shall live. Hear my plea, bring life to me. And it says, leave the candles to burn down, and then tie the basil over your bed. Make love under the basil for 7 nights. Okay, so that's supposed to be your fertility spell, for those of you who need it. And then we have 2 postcards from Spirit, and I really am not a big fan of reading, and it seems like that's what I'm doing a lot of this time. But it's for you guys, and you're worth it, so here you go. So 2 postcards from Spirit, and then we're going to see what else we have for you. All right, so let's do it this way. I don't do the jumpers when it comes to these things. So let's see. So the first one says, dearest you, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so thankfully in service to the highest good can leave you feeling depleted like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is that we have a plan. Plan today, go take a relaxing bath. Book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers, or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you're reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use the word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but it's essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain, just say no, gently but firmly, and then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to center, replenish, and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. And dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discern through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You're entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that a paranormal is a normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on earth, where we all agree to play. Today, trust your spidey sense, read between the lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. Okay, and that is a really good message, actually. So, let's see what else we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus folks. Let's see, 12, and that is Mausolea. All right. So, it's not going to be a superficial message. Hope you're ready for deep messages. All right, so, Mausolea. Pull Thanatos, Warden of Dis. It has to do with completion, support, and expediency. This is the card. Let's see, I don't want to put glare on there. So, Thanatos, the message for you is... I think this is... Oh, here it is. Warden of Dis, the son of night and darkness. Thanatos supports the rest of the deities of Hades in their duties, filling whatever need is required. The god of endings, he sees that all things through to completion, serving those who require service, in line with the ultimate goals of the realm and its master. Thanatos teaches us that it is not always leadership where satisfaction and worthiness is found. There is often greater satisfaction in seeing a good thing completed for others than in chasing glory, fame, or credit. Done, after all, is better than perfect. Domains, completion, support. Now, I know that a lot of Leos like to be in charge, and so they're saying that being in charge and leadership, it's not always, being in charge is the ultimate. Seeing things through to completion is the key. All right, so there's that, and then what else do we have? All right, so we also have, I'm going to put these away in a little bit. We have 7 minutes. So what else do we have for Leo? 17, and that is Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, that's the new deck that I just got. So let's see what it has to say. What Spirit Animal message do we have? Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured. A rebirth. So some of you are interested in having a birth, and then a lot of you are actually going to experience a rebirth. Maybe in a relationship, maybe something else. So let's see. It says, Oracle message. After something has run its course and died or been released, finished, surrendered, completed, or ended, there is a promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured just as night gives way to dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of a womb-like cave. Bat Spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one. For the very best elements of what you had to give up in the death of the old are still present in this new, amazing life forming now. This is the miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith and your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. Okay, maybe this is what a lot of Leos are going through. Bat Spirit reminds you that at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. Bat Spirit is listening in the darkness of night and has heard all of your hopes and dreams, your fears and worries, and assures you that this new version of your dream, this move from darkness into light, from lost to found and death to rebirth comes to fruition with love at its core. Bat Spirit asks you to trust that what seems to have died is actually shape-shifting into something even more meaningful and wondrous than before. If you feel you're in the dark, know that come morning all will be revealed, and things will be in a new form that is right for you. The protection message, what are you refusing to let die? Okay, so some of you might be holding on to something, whether it be a relationship or the idea of the perfect partner, who knows. Bat Spirit is gently nudging you to let go of your need to cling to the familiar story that has already run its course. A new story is poised to be born. Some dreams were only meant to last for a moment in time. Sometimes they were only there to slow you down as you recalibrated in preparation for new life that will give you what you really want. Perhaps you need to grieve as you say goodbye to something. At least you're saying goodbye to its familiar form. Perhaps you must let go of a part of you that must die so you can be reborn. This temporary time in the dark doesn't have to be scary or sad, though. Bat Spirit gives you her powers of perception and awareness as you learn to listen deeply and navigate those unknown caves of temporary emptiness. You will emerge with a new perspective, and Bat Spirit will witness your giving birth to the life that matches the intentions and desires of your heart and soul. Okay, hopefully that resonates with someone. And what else? What else do we have for Leo? What else? 14 is Super Attractor. Okay. Lots of Oracle cards. I'm surprised we're not doing the spread. We're almost 12 minutes in and haven't done a spread yet. I would have thought. Lots of stuff for the Leos, huh? Well, it's definitely not a tiny read. Okay, so we have, when I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. So when I truly surrender my desires to the universe and stop trying to have control, quit trying to force things, a mighty force of faith can set in. And that is true. Give it to God, give it to the universe. And trust that what you need will come to you exactly as you need it. And what else? 10 is Fallen Angels. Okay, so the Fallen Angels. All these Oracle cards. Oh, gracious. All right, so Leo, what do we have for the Fallen Angels? This is such a beautiful deck. This is well, I got it upside down. This is what it looks like, the artwork, and then like the backs of the cards. This is what the backs of the cards look like. I'm trying to do this without causing glare. I don't know how to do it. All right, so what do we have? We have, for Leo, we have Furcus, take advice. Okay, so this card, it's a beautiful card. That's Furcus, number 39, take advice. So let's see what it says for its message. The element has to do with fire. Actually, Leo is a fire sign, so that's your element. The planet it's related to is Saturn. That makes sense, because advice. The message is good fortune follows from listening to the wisdom of the ages. Furcus appears as a seasoned old wizard on horseback with long tangled hair and a beard. He carries a sharp lance. At first he can seem solemn and even forbidding, but he is a kindly sage, wise in the lore of herbs and crystals. He also is a philosopher. Okay, there's a freaking fly in here and it's starting to get on my nerves. I opened the door because it was storming and there's no screen door on, and I held it open just a little too long. Now I got a freaking fly. All right. He's also a philosopher, a connoisseur of the arts, and a diviner of the future. Those whom he favors become witty and eloquent. They are talented at achieving their aims without ruffling feathers or attracting envy from the less successful. It says to take advice. So when someone wise around you gives advice, even though you may think you know better, you may think you know everything you need to, just try to be patient and just listen to what they have to say. Try to hear them out and see what wisdom there is in what they're saying. Sometimes we think we know everything and we don't. And then what else? What else? 14. Super Attractor. Okay. Didn't we just do that? Yeah, we did. I feel like all we're doing is oracle cards and advice cards, and I want to do a spread for y'all. Maybe you don't need one. I don't know. All right, so Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, folks. What else? This is pretty. It says, I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. Oh, another one. It said to take advice, and this one says, I slow down and listen to the guidance that's available to me. And look, it's got a crown. An angel with a crown on its head. All right, so... Golden wisdom. All right. What else? 11 is divine energy oracle. Another oracle. Where is that one? Do I already have that one out, don't I? Do I? Where? Oh, it's right in front of me. That's actually what we started with, was the divine energy oracle. Because remember, it was a raise your vibration. All right, so... What else from that one? What else for Leo? Build on solid ground. Ooh, okay, so did you recently have a relationship that was not built on solid ground and it wasn't realistic? Maybe you had rose-colored glasses on and you didn't want to, maybe they were really good looking or pretty and you didn't want to see them for who they are. Is that possible? It says build on solid ground. That's just something that kind of came to me. So let me just see. Where is it? I swear to God, there is a freaking fly in here and I'm about to snap. 12. I can't stand anything in my house that is insect-like. Any type of insect. Nope. Build on solid ground. What's crumbling are simply elements of your life that have been built on shaky ground. The good health you've ignored becomes illness. The commitments you've dishonored give way to separation. The finances you've exploited transform into debt. You may feel it's the end of your world, and yes, indeed, it's the end of those aspects that aren't solidly grounded. But be glad, because it's far too stressful to pretend that all is well when it isn't. Things are breaking down, but not because you're being punished. Rather, it's because they were never safe and solid in the first place. Your divine energy is calling you to create a life based on a firm and truthful foundation and genuine integrity, not superficial appearances. Your divine invitation: scrutinize the bedrock of your life and invest your time and effort into soundly recreating it. But don't try to shore up shaky ground. Instead, step aside and let things collapse. What is true will emerge from the dust, and what is false will disintegrate. View your losses not as your worst nightmare, but as your liberation. Feel the freedom that comes from no longer living in denial and trying to sustain something flawed. Let the chips fall where they may. At least you'll know where you stand. So if it's a relationship that you've been thinking about letting go or debating, let it go. Let the chips fall where they may. What else? We're at 19 minutes and still no. Come on now. For my Leo people, come on. 4, 8, 9. Steampunk. Okay, thank you. So we're going to do it with the Steampunk deck. You're getting a reading. Yay. Because I don't consider reading a bunch of oracle cards a reading. I mean, yes, they have wisdom, but here is the Steampunk deck, and we're going to do a reading for you guys. And it's going to be... Here, I'm going to flip it around so I can't see what the title of it is. We are going to do... What reading for Leo? What does Leo need? What do y'all need? And it is psychic abilities. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's not why you came here, but somebody needs this, I guess. So it says psychic abilities. All right. So with the steampunk deck, this is going to be interesting. Yes, it is. Wow. All right. Maybe that's what somebody here really, really is wanting, this to increase their abilities. Maybe so they can know what's going to happen in their love life before it happens. All right, so, or know how to feel out a potential person so you can avoid the baddies. Maybe that's it. All right, so psychic abilities. So 4 cards. And how can I enhance my psychic abilities? The Wheel of Fortune shows how things change over time. So I think being open to the changes, just being open to change, being open to the seasons of your life and the changes. A psychic gift I have, now it shows the 8 of Swords. I don't know if being in your head is considered a gift. I don't see that as a gift. Can we get clarification on that? How is the 8 of Swords? I mean, looking within. A psychic gift I have is looking within and, you know, analyzing. But in this case, they're actually paralyzed. They're actually a prisoner to their mind. And you don't want that. What about the psychic gift you have? What else? The Tower. Okay, so you actually do have the ability to accept change. You have the ability to create change and accept change. Go through change. Something I should further explore. The 9 of Wands. Jesus. Of all decks for me to do this with. The 9 of Wands, usually that's like showing caution, and being cautious and looking for signs, looking before you leap. I always see that as caution. Something I should further explore is caution. Let's get a clarifier on that. The High Priestess. Something I should further explore. Secrets. Secrets and, well, spirituality, religion, where the secrets, you know, mysticism. The High Priestess is the holder of secrets. So something I should further explore. That actually is what you're looking right into right now, is to enhance your psychic ability. So looking into, look, she's got her hand on a crystal ball. She's got tarot cards around her. That's kind of funny. How can I learn to follow my intuition? And this is the Ace of Cups, which usually is the new beginning in love or new beginning with emotion. So how can I learn to follow my intuition? I think maybe more pay attention to your emotions and make a new start with taking care of your emotions, feeling your emotions. What else? How can I learn to follow my intuition? Pay attention to your emotions. And the 2 of Pentacles, that's like weighing options. How can I learn to follow my intuition? Yeah. Pay attention to your decisions and where they lead you. And, oh, wait a minute. 2 aces. So new starts. How can I learn to follow my intuition? I'm thinking if you do things, if you make a start, just start now to do something to bring you more stability in your life, and more emotional satisfaction, that'll help bring out your intuition. So that's how you will enhance your psychic ability. So what else for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm going to do what my good old standby. If there's a person on your mind right now, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, folks, person on your mind that you're thinking of, a love interest, or a crush, whoever, or an ex, how do they feel about you right now? How do they feel about you right now? Okay, that's a jumper. Ugh. Tower card as the feelings. Clarify the Tower card as their feelings for you. Do they want to end it? Or they want big change? Singlehood. They feel like being single. How do they feel about you? Okay, they feel like you're stability. That you're the key to their happiness and stability. Look at this. This is the a marriage, one of the marriage cards. Can you even see this? So I didn't realize that was off camera. All right, so the first, for feelings, the first card was Tower, which would show that they want, you know, they feel like just big change. They feel like you're, maybe they feel like you're about to break up with them. I don't know. And they feel like when their feelings for you are like singlehood, but then they also feel like you are their happiness and stability. Man, they're all over the place. All right, so let's see, what do they think of you overall? What do they think of Leo overall? Oh, they think you're walking away. They think you're walking away. What do they intend to do with you, Leo? What do they intend to do with you? That doesn't show action, actually. Get clarification on, I'm going to flip out. I swear to God, I have a fly in here. Damn it. What do they intend to do with Leo? One card now, come on. They want to show love or share love. They're feeling kind of frisky. What are their actual actions with Leo? What are their actual actions? Going to consider their options. Not be realistic with their options and their choices. With you, they're going to be in their head, imprisoned in their head, and overthink the crap out of everything. What else are they going to actually do with you? They are going to be stubborn. They're going to be stubborn and demanding, and then they're going to come rushing in all flighty, or not flighty, but ready to argue. Looks like it. That's what it looks like. So the Knight of Swords always shows me, to me, looks like rushing in to communicate. But he's got his sword up. He's ready to just to like. It looks like he's ready to fight. He's all geared up for battle. The horse looks scared. And what else they could do? Okay, and they want to offer you love. They want a new start with love. Leo. They love you. Because they feel like you're their stability. You bring them happiness. And they want a little, a little roll in the hay. They want to rush in, but they want a new start in love. There you go, Leo. All right, so Finally got a reading after all the oracle card stuff. All right, so we're now at 29:58. Good Lord. All right. Oh, and we didn't do Donna's Destiny cards. We're now over 30 minutes. God, this is the longest read ever. All right, so who are we reading for next? Leo, only you would I do another Leo reading. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do it right now. Maybe for Leo singles. All right, so 6 cards, Donna's Destiny cards. And blank cards are like wild cards. It means anything is possible. All right, so thank you. Yes, thank you to everyone who has donated, who has hit subscribe and like and shared. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Pay attention to the signs from the universe, okay? Lots of options coming your way. New clothes. They lied about it. Oh, they lied about something. Make them put in more effort. So your person's being lazy on you, Leo. Make them put in more effort. All right, Leo. You guys are awesome. And apparently I'm reading for y'all again. I guess we'll be doing a single read. I don't know. Maybe a singles read. All right. Until next time, Leo, love you and thank you and